I impulsively decided to make a tier list at 4 in the morning by myself for no reason whatsoever other than the fact that I hate myself and my sleep schedule is broken. This was interesting to make and record, so please be sure to give this video a like and check that you're subscribed. Subscribing is free and really helps me out. Thank you so much and enjoy this trash video. I hate food. I hate food, most foods. I'm one of the pickiest people, but the one food that I love, the one food that is the best food to ever grace our planet is mac and cheese. I've eaten it almost every day for the past year and a half, going on 2 years. It's become a problem. So I thought I'd exploit this problem and make a tier list. Down here, we have 13 different mac and cheeses. I'm going to be ranking them today on this tier list. So to start off, we have Annie's, shells, and white cheddar. I'm a big fan of shell mac and cheese. Shell mac and cheese is one of my favorite things. I like the shapes. I like fun shapes. So that gives it some points for being shells. But my only problem is I don't like white cheddar. I can see the appeal for other people, and I'm not a huge fan of it in mac and cheese form. So I'm putting it in C tier. I can see the appeal, but it's just not for me. The next one is also Annie's, which is Annie's 4 cheese, like the penne and 4 cheese one. So it has 4 different cheeses and has the fun penne shapes, which I love penne. But the cheeses, there's so many different flavors that for me, it's overwhelming. It's not necessarily that I don't like it. It's just that all those different flavors overwhelm me when I try and eat it. So I have to be in a very specific mood when I eat it. So I'm also going to be putting this one in C tier. I can see the appeal, but it's just not for me. Michelina's! This one I eat quite often, especially on vacations. We would just get like Michelina's mac and cheese, pop it in the microwave because we didn't want to go to a restaurant or something. So this one's pretty good. I'd say it's good, solid mac and cheese. This is something that you can make pretty easily. Just pop it in the microwave for like 2.5 minutes, give it a good stir, good shake, another 1.5 minutes, and it's good to go. I like the wheels shapes. It's not A tier or S tier because it's microwave. It's microwavable mac and cheese, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you can taste the microwave whenever you make microwave mac and cheese. The next one we have is regular Kraft mac and cheese, a classic, truly. I'm putting this in A tier. This is probably almost everybody's childhood mac and cheese, the stuff that they grew up on, the stuff that they love, that they remember, or the stuff that they've gotten sick off of because they've eaten it so much. So I put this one at A tier. It's pretty good, pretty solid, better than Michelina's, but I have some favorites that trump Kraft, or the Kraft Classic at least. Speaking of which, that is the next one I'm going on to. Thick and creamy, S tier. This one is just a bigger, better version of regular. Its noodles are thicker, so if you accidentally overboil it, then it takes it better and it doesn't fall apart as easily, which I have a problem with overboiling it. It has more cheese, which is always good. You love the thick, creamy cheesiness of your mac and cheese. This one's really good. That one's definitely an S tier. I have a couple boxes of that in my shelf. The next one we have is also an S tier, which is the 3 cheese, which has the shell shapes. This is my favorite shell-shaped one. I love shell shapes. You have like the cheese that gets like caught in it like a little bowl. It's so cute. I love it. The cheese itself, I'm not sure what the 3 cheeses are exactly. All I know is that they make a delicious combination. It's not too overwhelming. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty great. I like shell-shaped mac and cheese so much that I go to Olive Garden and I order off the kids menu for their mac and cheese. That's how much I love it. Next, we have unicorn mac and cheese. This one is good, solid, you know. It's basically the same as this one. It appeals to kids. This one's a good appeal to kids, I think. The only issue I have with it is that the shapes tend to fall apart because it's such a like kooky little wonky shape, so it'll fall apart a lot easier, and also it just kind of tastes like a brand. Next we have Annie's Classic. This one's pretty good. This one's good, solid. Annie's is a solid one. The texture's a bit different. It's not as smooth in their texture as I would rank these ones. I like these a bit more than Annie's because of how smooth it is, but Annie's has pretty good flavors. Annie's is like for a very specific type of person. I'd recommend trying it because it's not bad. Sometimes it's for me, other times I'm just like, I'll stick to what I like. Comfort foods. Now, Velveeta, a plague upon humanity, a curse, the absolute sin upon mac and cheese. I hate Velveeta with a burning passion. It's not just because of the flavors, it's because it's disgusting. How they make it is disgusting. It's just all very disgusting. It's also, I'm pretty sure it's one of those types of mac and cheese that you have like you don't have the powder. I like the powder stuff. Sure, processed, yes. I don't care if I'm going to like die of all the preservatives in my stomach. I'd rather die of preserved powdered mac and cheese than whatever this crap is, where it's like in the little baggies and you just like squeeze it out, you know, just like it melts. It doesn't melt. Excuse me? How does this melt? It is absolutely awful. I hate Velveeta. If you like Velveeta, I am so sorry that I'm dragging on this right now, but I hate Velveeta. It's just, every time I think about it, I just want to vomit. Craft spirals. Yeah, this one's alright. Yeah, I put it like right here. Only issue I have is it also kind of falls apart a bit. I like this one a little better than the unicorn mac and cheese and a little better than Michelina's because it doesn't taste like a microwave and it doesn't taste like a brand. Next we have mac and cheese cups. I'm almost positive I've had this. So I had this today, like 30 minutes ago. I had this yesterday. I had it the day before. I'm almost positive that I've had this every day since I've been up at college, which is probably not good, but it's still good in taste. I'm putting this at B tier. Again, microwavable. Whenever I make this, so you know how there's like, you open it, there's like the little white powdery stuff in there already, then you put some water in it. The issue I have with this is if you don't put enough water in it, then you don't end up with enough water at the end when you're supposed to put in the little mac and cheese powder. But if you put in even slightly above the line, it overboils and you get starch water all over your microwave, which is a pain to clean up. You have to get it just right at the line for it to be good, but it's a pretty solid quick snack if you're between classes, you know, you stop by your room for a bit. I have memories of this, eating this at my friend's house for the first time while we were playing Minecraft. That was an interesting memory to relive when I came up here. I'd rank that at like a solid mac and cheese. I think Michelina's is better than Craft Cups, but Craft Cups are still good. Stouffer's, that one's not for me. Quick, easy, whatever you want to do with it, yeah, but it doesn't taste as good to me. When I remember having this when we didn't have Michelina's on a vacation, I was so disappointed. Where's my Michelina's? I can see why other people would like it. Finally, our last one that we have is one of my favorites, S tier. Now, this one is Winco brand mac and cheese. It's a little hard to see, but Winco has their own special brand of mac and cheese. Most grocery stores do. They have their own like off-brand cheap mac and cheese that's not like Kraft. Winco mac and cheese is like 50 cents, which is incredible, and it tastes great. Like, I would rank the taste of this above Kraft's taste. For me, at least. I grew up with Winco brand, so I'm also a little biased. I like to use a combo of both margarine and butter for it because it gets the perfect amount of like creamy, flavorful, salty texturing and taste, and it's so good. Winco's just so good. I love Winco. I remember going there when I was a kid and just being all excited because we'd be getting like a bunch of boxes of mac and cheese, and I know we'd be having mac and cheese. But yeah, so this is my tier list for the types of mac and cheese that I like and don't like. Yeah, you can maybe check this out, do your own mac and cheese tier list if you're as passionate about the glory of mac and cheese. I'm very passionate about it myself, being that it is the only thing that I've eaten today. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and watching me rank mac and cheese. You must be really bored with yourself if you're doing that. I don't know why I have done this. It is now like 4 in the morning. It is 4:30 a.m. Oh my, I have class later. Oh. Good luck. I hope you are not procrastinating like I am. And if you are, get on it. Get on your stuff. Do your stuff. Stop watching people rank mac and cheese. Go do it now.